Hey, Nikolbowski here. I saw Star Wars today and I thought, hey, I'll just make another one of these things where I talk and I'll talk about Star Wars so I can put it in the tags and get more views because that's totally acceptable. I don't get a lot of views, okay? I gotta do something. Rogue One was okay. I mean, it wasn't like any of the other Star Wars movies, which is probably good to make it distinctly different in some ways, because you want these stories that are all telling a linear narrative to feel more connected, and perhaps one that's supposed to be in the same timeline but a different narrative to be told differently. For the most part, it was pretty decent. It wasn't really good. It wasn't as good as Force Awakens, but it was more brave than Force Awakens, and I liked that about it a lot. I liked that they did some unconventional things with it. I liked the ending of the movie because it didn't feel like they were really trying to shoehorn in a bunch of new interconnected narratives for the original trilogy. They just wanted to go in there and tell a story and get out. So, I can respect that. The main character, Jan, she's got a mom in the movie. Spoiler alert, her mom is dumb. Other than that, her dad seemed alright. He did what he had to do, I guess, is what he felt. But Mom, what are you doing, Mom? You're going to see the movie, and you're probably going to be like, what are you doing, Jan's mom? Dumb. One of my favorite characters is the bad guy of the movie. Look at that cape. He just looks like he's got mega Imperial swag going. Donnie Yen was probably the most enjoyable part of the movie. Just look at him. He just beats up stormtroopers with a stick. That's pretty much as cool as you can get in Star Wars without having a lightsaber. Unless you're Mr. Super Baller who's wearing the cape. I didn't enjoy that they had so many different looking spacecraft in the movie. I would have rathered they just only used the spacecraft that you see in the original trilogy. But they kind of shoehorn in a bunch of different stuff, which to me it's not a huge deal, but kind of annoyed me a little bit. Like, okay, you know, I only saw like a couple different types of TIE fighters in the original trilogy, so why you gotta put even more types in this movie? Or, okay, they use the Imperial shuttle in the original trilogy, but in this one they have to use a different Imperial shuttle. Like, I know it's Star Wars, but do they really produce spacecrafts so often that it's like different every year? And if so, then how come the X-Wings are always the same? Or the TIE fighters? It's like, this. It just felt a little stupid. But Christmas is upon us, and I know what you all want. You want more videos from me, and boy, are you gonna get your wish, because I'm gonna post more. And pertaining to videos like this, where I talk and am generally overall just really boring, I'll probably make more than just 2 a month. I'm also going to be traveling quite a bit. I'm working with my friend, Dr. Russell Schroeder, who's a neurologist and a chiropractor, and all around almost as sexy as I am. But we wrote a book together once about us hanging out in the Avengers, and like 2 people bought it, and that was cool enough for us because I bought one and he bought one. So great sales, really. It's 100% of our target audience, ourselves. As time goes on, I'll probably talk about him once or twice more, maybe 3 times if he's lucky, because I'm helping him make some videos about his practice. But the stuff he does is fun and interesting. Not as fun and interesting as maybe Westworld, but still pretty fun and interesting. Tomorrow, I'm going to have another one of my movie skits up, so check that out. I'd like to get at least one more skit movie before the end of the year. Maybe 2. We'll see what Santa has to say about it. Go see Star Wars, because I know you're going to anyways. It's Star Wars. If you don't see Star Wars, then what's wrong with you?